Hello, Facebook. What is up? I just rolled a little bit. Take two. Hello, Facebook. What is up? My name's Alexis Olson. If I'm popping up into your newsfeed and you have no idea who I am or you are a new friend of mine, I just wanted to come on here and say hello from my rooftop, and it's a beautiful day here in Los Angeles, finally. Hi, Kathleen. Hey, Sham. If you are just jumping on, comment below so that way I know you can hear me. Hello. It's a beautiful day. We're on the roof here, and I wanted to go live and chat a little bit about some fun announcements, and mostly because it's so nice up here and the lighting is amazing, and there's like a green tree behind me, and I feel connected to nature, and I feel like I can breathe, and you don't always feel like that when you live in LA. So hey, what's up, Kate? What's up, everybody? Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, what did I want to talk about? So I'm getting ready to start my meditation up here. My boyfriend is recording. He has a rapper over, so they're recording in their studio. So I got kicked out to the rooftop. So here I am, and I can't complain. So I'm getting ready to start my meditation, but I wanted to go live first because I'm feeling a little too antsy, a little too excited to meditate quite yet. And the reason is because I just signed up a new coach on Team HMR, which is actually what I'm going to be calling our team now. It's Team Hear Me Roar, but I feel like that's kind of a mouthful. So if you hear me saying Team HMR, it's the same thing. It's the same team. I'm just using a different word or a different, phrase thing. So Team HMR got a new coach, and I'm super stoked for her and so excited. And I just wanted to talk about it because it's so amazing how, being in this for 4 years, and I still get so excited about all the things that we do as coaches, and especially when new girls start and brand new people sign up. And I got so inspired about it. Her name's Chris Lynn, so shout out to you, babe, if you're watching this. And I get so excited about it because it reminds me of like when I first signed up as a coach and how excited I was to not know anything and to dive into all of the training and to learn how to make this thing work, which is intimidating. There was a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of like doing things uncomfortable, like going live. But back then there wasn't live video, but making a video even and posting it was really uncomfortable and nerve-wracking for me. And now it's something that I thrive off of and I love. And that's just with repetition, you know what I mean? Like I made 100 bad videos before I felt comfortable looking at myself and talking to the air, essentially, or whoever's on the other end. So yeah, anyway, it just reminds me of like why I love coaching so much and how much it stretched me to be uncomfortable and set goals and push myself. And it got me thinking, what being a coach really is and how there's so many misconceptions to what it is. And this, it was kind of, and so yeah, anyway, I found like a really good description that I think explains it super well. So I wanted to share that with all of you for a couple of reasons. One, because I have a new YouTube video up that talks about everything that you need to do as soon as you sign up as a coach. So, the work really begins once you decide to join a company, right? Because you can't just sign up and all of a sudden like be a successful person and be super happy and positive and your life's all of a sudden changed because you bought something or clicked sign up. So what's up, Alicia? So for me, it was really a no-brainer, even though I was super skeptical about becoming a coach. It was never like, I actually was a coach with Beachbody before and ended up quitting. I was 19 when I started, and I don't know, it was just like social media wasn't as loud as it is today, I guess, so I didn't really grasp the idea of like helping other people with their fitness, and I wasn't making any money, and I kind of stopped believing that I needed to drink superfoods every day, and I thought that maybe I was getting ripped off. and like I was losing money. And I also thought that that I could get healthy food and nutrients from just like eating right, you know? And so I ended up canceling my coach account completely and discontinuing it. And I didn't drink Shakeology for about 5 months, and I got kicked out of all of like the team pages and stuff. And I was actually with a different team before, which I don't think is ever okay to like quit and start up with a new team, because it doesn't matter what team you're on. It doesn't matter if you have 100,000 followers. Like, you won't be successful if you don't work. And that's what's so cool about it, that, you know, even if you are like, you can't just like post links just because you're like Instagram famous or like a famous actress. Like, so with Beachbody, at least, no one has like an advantage over anyone, unless you have like a lot of, you know, really close friends that like trust you. Of course, that's going to benefit you, but I didn't have that. So it's taken me a little bit longer to learn how to build relationships and make friends, which I'm okay with, but I didn't have that working for my advantage 4 years ago, because I was never good at making friends. I've always kind of considered myself a little bit of a loner. And anyway, the point of what happened is I realized that I signed up again to be a coach because I was more open to learning how to make money and actually helping people get started on programs. And I figured out what a coach really is. And I was more motivated by the community aspect of things, and I felt a huge lack of that in my life. You know, I had a lack of like a network of women. And as I was becoming an adult, I started to realize that I needed women in my life, because I never had that. And I always kind of didn't like women. I always had guy friends. And so I just thought that women weren't for me as far as to connect with. But what I found when I found my coach and when I decided to become a coach again is that it wasn't that I wasn't good at making friends with women, is I just never let myself find the right women. And there's some really cool chicks out there. And so that's what happened, is I found women I clicked with and I jived with, and I was like, oh hell yes. And then it's like now I have like no guy friends, which I could probably work on that, honestly. But it's a cool transition, you know, because women are amazing, and there's a lot of really unique women to connect with on social media that have free groups like I do. You know, you can join my community for free at any time. Yeah, so I realized that I had a lack of that in my life, and I wanted that push. I wanted to be around women who had what I wanted and were passionate and spiritual and were like living beyond like just going out and like partying and having girls' night and getting drunk, and like, you know, everything was about like either not drama, but like, you know, like what was happening, like who was hooking up with who or who was dating who. I wanted more than that. And so that's what I found with Beachbody, and that's what I found with our team. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm not ever going to quit. And then my first event in Vegas 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. I'm getting ready to go on my 4th event in New Orleans. So next month, in like 30 days. 30 days exactly, actually. And I went to that event, and I wasn't like super successful as a coach. I had only made a few $1,000s at that point. And Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success or income. It's based on each person's diligence, skill, and effort. So disclaimer there, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but I had only made a few $1,000s. And I didn't really remember a lot from that training event. The only thing I remembered was this speaker, and it was Darren Hardy, who's the author of The Compound Effect. And I wasn't even in the stadium because I was like so not like there to learn. Like, I was in Vegas and I just had turned 21, and so I was like, you know, not fully committed to the cause. But I remember standing outside of the stadium in the arena, where the speaker was Darren, and hearing him speak and hearing the tail end of his speech. And this is the only thing I remember from that event 3 years ago, was the only way that you can win and make this work and build a successful business from home is to not quit. Your only job is to outlast everybody else. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people on my team that won't agree with that, because there's a lot of people that stay coaches forever and aren't successful because they don't talk to enough people, they don't put themselves out there, they don't stretch themselves, they don't go hard enough. So, but that was all I remembered, and that was enough to keep me around 4 years later. Is I just know that the thing with success is that the majority of people don't believe in themselves. A lot of people will get distracted by new shiny objects and quit. A lot of people will not be consistent and not realize that it's just the small, tiny behaviors every day that will build yourself financial freedom and the lifestyle that you want. And so saying all of that, what I realized is, especially in our company, our market is not saturated at all. We are launching in the United Kingdom here in the fall, and I already have a few of my girls who are in the UK that are starting to try to build their team and are waiting to sign up and are so stoked about it. So that is a huge network we have not even tapped into. We're in Canada, of course. Our company is at its infancy. We aren't trying to grow super fast and make a fuck ton of money, because our CEO is very smart. He wants to grow slow and steady and really focus on our mission as a company, which is not being a network marketing company that is just about the compensation plan. So that's what makes us very different, is that it's more about the lifestyle and who you become. And what's really weird, of course there's a plane flying above me, but what's really, the LAX is not that far from here. But what's really weird is that I see it every time. So you can imagine that I've been a coach for 4 years. I've seen people come and go and sign up and quit and not do anything with the business. And those that join my team who just want to get rich, who just want to make money, guess what? They never make any money. They don't do well. And so that's what's kind of weird about our company, and I don't know much about others, but is it does take a lot of integrity, and it takes a lot of if you don't have a passion for fitness and what that can do for your life, or waking up and chasing that path of self-discovery, if you don't have that passion of becoming the best version of yourself and know what it feels like to finish a program as a challenger before you decide to become a coach and be a symbol for others, then it usually doesn't last very long. People fizzle out. So that being said, there's not a lot of competition. And so I just want to put that out there in case anyone is feeling called, they want to do this, they want to do something different. I don't care. Like I said, I would do this for free. I get lost in making videos for you guys. I get lost and find my happy place in my workouts. It's my me time when I'm connecting with women on social media and I'm talking about things that are heavy on my heart. I'm talking about vulnerabilities and fucking struggles and hard times that I've had, and I'm helping people know that they aren't alone. And my job, and a lot of people get this confused, and I'm just a human. I'm not an expert. I don't know a lot about nutrition, you guys. All I know is my personal experience, and I've read a lot of shit online. But I'm not an expert. I didn't go to school for it. I didn't go to school for personal training, for fitness. I cannot name every body or every bone in my body or every muscle in my body. But I know I like to move my body, and I know I like to challenge myself, and I know I like to push myself in my fitness. And from personal, professional, celebrity trainers, I have learned a lot about the body and fitness. But my job, and what your job can be too, if you feel called and you want to, participate as a apprentice first in one of my groups to see if you feel this power or this fire that I feel, is to be a symbol of what can happen when somebody else takes self-responsibility over their health and fitness, and be a symbol of what's possible for that. So my job And your job isn't to coach people on nutrition. It's not to coach people on their fitness. People do not pay me to wake them out of bed in the morning. People don't pay me to tell them what to eat. People pay me. Well, I don't get paid as a coach. I just get paid when my team's successful and when you get results and you purchase a program, obviously. So there's not like a lot in the beginning. There's not a lot of money, but we'll talk about the compensation plan if you want in my up and coming free What is a Coach workshop that is 2 weeks from now. So I'll link that in the comments if you want to attend that event. It's going to be amazing. But my job is more to be like a coach, be like any team sports coach that you might have had growing up. And I played soccer my entire life. And guess what? I didn't love my coach some days. Some days I hated my coach. Some days I didn't think my coach liked me. Because guess what? His job wasn't for me to like him. His job was for me to win. He wanted me to win. He wanted to bring out the best in me. He wanted to challenge my beliefs. And he wanted me to succeed. And that was the end of the day. That's what it was about. And so that's what our jobs as coaches is we want you to succeed. We might tell you things that you don't want to hear. You know, a coach might make you cry. A coach might yell at you. And so that's our job. And so a lot of people get that confused because it's in the health and fitness scheme of things, but it's more of like a team sports coach. And guess what? Just like a team sports coach for rec, like I played rec sports my entire life. You don't have to have any experience. There is always a need for sports coach teams in like middle school and high school that pretty much anyone can volunteer to be a coach or be an assistant coach for a team because they're so needed. And just like us with Team Beachbody, coaches are so needed because everybody needs a coach. And as adults, we need that kind of community and connection. And we need to know what the power of accountability and the power of what being a community can do for you, and to know that you aren't alone in this. And when you wake up every day and there's like 50 pictures of women sweating in your newsfeed from a group that you're in, you're like, damn, I can do this. You know, there's like a 300-pound woman. There's a woman that worked 15 hours who pressed play and did her workout. There's a woman who has all these obstacles and has like a baby and a little carrier and all these toys around her, and she worked out. You're like, I can do anything. I can do anything today. And so I just wanted to share that message because I'm super excited for my new coach, Chris Lynn, and all the other women that decide to join our team this month, or want to just try out my group and, feel the love and immerse yourself in that positivity in the community that we have. So reach out. There's no strings attached. I just want people to feel like how I feel. I want more women in the group because I don't get anything out of it, but knowing that we all are doing better because you're there. And we need tons of personalities, tons of backgrounds. We need your quirks. We need your personality. We need your humor. We need your struggles so that other people know they can too, and that we can push you and motivate you, and you can be a cheerleader for other people in our group because that makes you want to do better. And so it's a lot of fun. And anyway, I hope everybody has a beautiful Wednesday, and reach out to me. I'm always here. And yeah, so I think I'm going to meditate now, and then I need to go foam roll at the gym, and then I'm doing day 3 of Sean Week. So much going on when you're a coach, but I fucking love it. I've always thrived as a busy person. I need to be busy. It's what keeps me going. So yeah, I love you all so much.